The Fractured Threads of Time. In the dimly lit basement of an old Victorian house, a man named Daniel Hayes stumbled upon a machine that would change his life forever. Hidden beneath a dusty tarp, surrounded by forgotten family heirlooms, was a contraption unlike anything he had ever seen, a time machine. With its copper pipes, intricate gears, and a mysterious array of buttons, the contraption held the promise of rewriting history itself. Daniel's father, Robert Hayes, had always been an enigmatic figure in his life. His father's untimely death when Daniel was just a child had left him with many unanswered questions. The mystery surrounding that fateful day haunted him for years. Now, as he stared at the time machine, the possibility of rewriting the past and saving his father's life became too tantalizing to resist. He had to know if it would work. Daniel spent months deciphering the machine's intricate designs and functions. He read countless books on theoretical physics and time travel, piecing together the enigma that stood before him. After numerous sleepless nights, he felt confident enough to step into the unknown. One cold evening, Daniel powered up the time machine, hesitating only for a moment before pressing the buttons that would send him back in time. The machine's gears spun and whirred, its copper pipes hissing with excitement as it initiated the temporal journey. With a flash of blinding light, Daniel was thrust into the past. He emerged in the year 1992, mere days before the tragic accident that had claimed his father's life. He watched his younger self playing in the backyard, blissfully unaware of the events that would soon shatter his world. With determined resolve, he set out to prevent his father's death. Daniel confronted his father, warning him about the impending accident and the dangers he would face. Robert Hayes, a hard-working man with a strong sense of responsibility, took his son's words seriously. Together, they modified the circumstances of that tragic day. The car Robert had been driving was left untouched in the garage, and they chose a safer route to the store. As the fateful moment approached, a wave of relief washed over Daniel. He had done it. He had saved his father's life. The accident never occurred, and the family remained intact. But, as the days turned into weeks, Daniel began to notice changes. The world around him shifted in subtle yet bewildering ways. People he once knew had different personalities, jobs, or even didn't exist at all. Historical events seemed to unfold differently than he remembered. The past had been rewritten, and the consequences of his actions were rippling through time. In this altered reality, the Hayes family was no longer struggling to make ends meet. Robert's career had taken a different trajectory, leading to prosperity beyond their wildest dreams. However, this newfound wealth came at a price. The man Daniel had known as his father was now distant, absorbed in business affairs, and blinded by material success. The bond between father and son had become strained, and Daniel felt a growing emptiness within. He longed for the simple pleasures of the past, the love and warmth that had defined their family. He realized that in his quest to rewrite history, he had unintentionally sacrificed the essence of the relationship he cherished. Daniel decided to return to the time machine, determined to undo the changes he had wrought. With a heavy heart, he reset the dials, plunging himself back into the year 1992. This time, he allowed the accident to happen, accepting the painful loss that had shaped his life. Returning to the present, Daniel noticed the subtle alterations in the world around him. His father's death had a profound impact, not just on his own life, but on the lives of those around him. The family struggled through the years, but their bond remained unbroken. They found strength in each other, and the memories of his father became treasured heirlooms that Daniel carried in his heart. He realized that sometimes it's the hardships and challenges that define who we are, and that trying to alter the past could disrupt the intricate balance of life itself. While his father's death had been a tragedy, it had also been a source of resilience and strength for the family. As Daniel continued to live his life, he understood that the past was not something to be rewritten, but something to be cherished and learned from. Time, as he had discovered, was a fragile tapestry of interconnected moments, and tampering with it carried consequences that were far beyond his comprehension. Over the years, Daniel found solace in his memories of his father, holding on to the lessons he had learned from their time together. He realized that the true power of time was not in changing the past, but in using it as a guide to shape a better future.